Hi YouTube friends, Leisha here with a video. This is for a one-on-one swap that I'm doing with a friend over on Junk Journal Junkies. It's a retro vintage recipe album. As you can see, the cover is just a plain black book. It's gonna get decorated yet. I just wanted to come on and show you the progress I've made in it. It is done with the pamphlet stitch binding, which isn't going to show up on the camera, I don't think. Yeah, the black on black doesn't really show up, but that's okay. So inside, this is still plain. I just added some, I guess it's masking tape from the dollar store. I use it all the time. Sorry about the shadows, it's almost midnight here. So it's kind of hard to avoid them at this time of night. Anyways, an altered paper clip that I made. This is a tag. I get them off of my hay for my animals, but you know, you could just use a bread tag if you want to do the same thing. Some recipe cards. I just photocopied this paper. I had papers that had lines on it, so I just kind of created my own on cardstock by making copies of that one paper and then flipping it, and yeah, it was a pain, but anyways, that's what I did. I flipped it and then double-sided it and all that. That's from a recipe book. Oops. These are hopefully going to get sewn down. I haven't totally decided yet if I'm going to sew them or exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. And then this is a game card that I just cut with my dies. I love using my game cards. An envelope. And coffee dyed paper. I just put a doily on top of it while it was drying. I think it's so pretty. These are, let me see if I can get closer. They're actually vintage labels that I picked up at an antique store. There you go. I think they're really neat. I love things like that. So, pockets. And my doilies with some of that masking tape. The paper in here, the scrapbook paper, is from Hobby Lobby. I got it a while back. Oh, and it's 3 signatures. I guess I didn't say that. An envelope. Oh, there's nothing in there. These are some paper clips I made, and it says, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. So these are just some dies that I had that I, you know, cut, and then this is paper scraps. Oops. Another recipe page. This is also going to get either sewn on or put out as a taped on and used as a flip. This is the envelope piece. Oh, and that was not glued down or taped down yet. Where's the paper? As always, my journals repeat themselves, so that's why I'm just kind of going through that fairly fast because there's nothing there yet. Another one of these labels. Another one of these, the paper clips I altered. I really like how they turned out. The stamps on them are from TPC Studio, and then I just, of course, hand cut these banners, and then the paper clips inside, like that, so you can't see it. I'll add something to this side yet, too. These are the middle of the signature, so the signature binding is inside. It just makes it look a little bit neater, I think. You can see the doily again on the coffee dye paper. One thing I really like about that is it gives the paper detail without adding bulk or anything to the journal. And I love chunky journals, but when you want to write in them, you know, you want to be aware of how chunky they are. That one has lots of coffee dye texture. It's kind of cool. Another recipe. This is a tuck spot with another playing card. I got some ink there by accident, but there was nothing I was going to do about it after it was there, so it's there to stay, I guess. Another envelope, and they just have the recipe cards in them. And they're from the kit I just coffee dyed them, or from the paper pad from Hobby Lobby. Another die that I have. I really like die cutting the playing cards. It just adds kind of a fun interest to the page. And I mean, I have tons and tons of them because I can get them really cheap, so I can find, you know, just about any image. You know, I have food, I have animals, I have people, I have, you name it, I can probably get it. So I, you know, like to use them to embellish because they're so easily accessible and cheap. Another doily. And into the third signature. You can't really see this page, but it's really cool. It's, oh, you can see it a little bit. It has different, like, utensils and spoons on it. It's just the baking section of the book. Gotta glue that or sew that down, whatever I choose. Another paper clip banner. That one has a cake on it. I really like how these paper clips turned out. And I have a fair amount of images that I want to add to this yet, so it's going to end up fairly chunky, I think, which is great. I like chunky. And that is the back. So, let me know what you think. And like I said, this is, you know, not the final version. It's just kind of maybe the halfway point. And I'm thinking on the cover I'm going to put some doilies and give it more of a country feel. Haven't totally decided. I'll save that to last just so that, you know, I can feel free to work in the book and not worry about wrecking the cover. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think.